Call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Anderson.
Here.
Black.
Yes, here.
Tucker. Sheelight. Sherman.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Waller.
Thank you. Have discussion and action on financial statements from August 2024.
I have a question. I have a question on financials.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. So the pool cash bank account, AEDA, where did the additional $412,000 come from? It's good, not complaining.
Does that say 604? Okay. We moved money out of 416,000 out of the ICS to pay for the turf, so next month that will clear. That's why it increased, because we technically deposited money into our pool cash account so we could pay it, but we didn't pay that until September. So there's going to be a crossover. Did that make, we had to pay Sprint Turf like 400, and
So, but the investment account and the AEDA cash balance hasn't changed from,
and that's because we haven't gotten the ICS yet from out of state because we're meeting so much earlier. So the ICS account hasn't reflected that change because I don't have the exact dates until they deliver the statements to me. They usually deliver those about the 10th.
well, I mean, I understand that, but so how can the other accounts not change? Why
Well,
wouldn't they decrease 400?
It will. So the swimming pool, so finance committee, this is the most updated graph. Finance committee, when they renewed the CD 35701, it was for the turf, but they messed up and they did a 12-month maturity instead of a 6-month. So per the auditors, the finance committee reclassed that to swimming pool. So that way we could take $233,810.28 out of the ICS swimming pool, move it into the ICS pooled investment where the rest of the turf money was sitting, and then from the ICS. So you'll see the swimming pool decrease by $233,000. You'll see that will come for that payment because we moved it to pool cash. As soon as I get it, I can send up updated have the state all the funds and making sure the bank did it accurately. Does that make sense?
So we probably shouldn't have changed that pool cash amount until we had it taken out of the
Well,
others.
It's the way the statement.
That's because I got the pool cash statement, which reflects the 433 being put in there from the ICS account, so that's why that reflects that.
Okay.
And then when we cut the check, but that was in September when we finalized the invoice and she prepared it and sent it, so then you'll see everything will be in the line. But I can definitely, as soon as I have a call into out of state asking when they're going to deliver them, I can make sure and confirm, get all of those adjustments made correctly, and then have Steve email out the new chart as
So
well.
my question is just, bottom of page 3, the cash and investment balances, that can't be correct, right?
It is not until I make sure that they move the money from
So we
ICS.
can table these again? We can't.
They're not incorrect.
They're not incorrect, it's just they're not in the right accounts right now.
Right, we can't update them with the statements.
They gotta be incorrect. So if you look at the bottom heading, investments, in the end of July of 2024, it's over 2.1 million. Well, if I understand it right,
It's
400 and some
It's
thousand.
going to decrease by 400
Yeah, so they're not.
16,000. I think that was how
My
much.
point is that they're correct until we have the opportunity to reconcile against the statements.
I don't know.
For the month of August, they're correct, but because of the crossover, because it was so late in August, some of it happened in August, some they can prepare the statements a little bit quicker, for like if we, when we move up
Well, I'm just
these.
saying, I'm not arguing, just saying,
Oh, yeah, no,
this investment
Yeah.
in 2.1 is not
It does
correct,
need
it's
to-
actually 400,000,
yeah.
it would take less, right?
And it does, yeah, because then as of September, that ICS pooled investment account will be essentially zero because we paid out Sprinter.
So
But
that's
that
my
will
original
reflect till
question.
September. So
This August 31 numbers that we're looking at is not correct.
the only adjustment that will be ended up making though this month for August,
as of August.
the,
No.
No.
Hey,
no,
what,
yeah,
what, for future reference, we know what the, I mean, either state that this is the statement balance, or state that it's the actual balance, but if the statement balance is different,
yeah.
or we don't
Because this
have the
all
statement, let's
Happened
not
on
record it as the balance.
August, what was the date? It all happened the very last week, it all happened on August 26th. So,
But if I hear you correctly, you left it in there as the July 31st number.
Yes,
you had
because I
not
didn't have-
received the Alva
yeah.
bank statement.
and the reason why I didn't do the adjustments yet is because they misunderstood Trent and they were supposed to move the money from swimming pool to, because of the CD, but they cut a check and sent it downtown. So we had to take it back and tell them they needed to deposit that into pooled investment, because that's where it was going legally, and then we had the one big check that went to the pool cash. And I just needed to make sure that they did that when they said they were gonna do it and not like hold on to, and then the dates be off.
But on that.
But yes, then we need to adjust.
If you add the AEDA pool cash, AEDA cash balance, and the total investments,
Yes.
that holds up, it's not correct.
No, the investment, down on my investment should be updated.
She's going off
We're
her.
asking that, but you're asking us to approve this, and that it's not right.
I don't think it's fine, I don't care.
Yeah, and then as soon as I'll get it updated and make sure you guys all get a good copy. And I did put that in my email that note the ICS accounts are not accurate at this time, because I was waiting on the state. I was really hoping that they would show up before today,
I was
but they
actually
didn't.
hoping we had another $400,000.
No, it's already sent, and then on September 11th or 4th, you'll see it coming out.
Okay. I make a motion today.
Second. Roll call, please.
Glass,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes. All right, director's report.
So I'm still looking over, the reason that the policy stuff is not on here is got a little busy with soccer, flag football, volleyball, everything going on, that I haven't had a chance to really write out everything and bring in the new numbers to you guys. So hopefully next meeting we can line all those out, get a new number for what we're going to charge for rent and things like that. Soccer, flag football, our numbers are up for this fall. We're up to 289, and usually in the fall we average about 220 to 230, so that's really good. Flag football starts Saturday and soccer starts next week. Youth volleyball, we've got a small league. I'm going to probably try again in the spring. There's just a lot going on, but we're going to play some games. Those will start next week. Everything's going good, keeping everything going, no major issues. So,
City council report.
I don't have anything, entertaining questions if you guys have any.
Discussion and action to recommend approval of Ascend Commercial Builders Change Order 3. So this is a change order. The potential change is to remove the climbing wall and proceed with the base bid that included the diving board. This would deduct the price, $31,427.
Hey, Jason. Good. So I got Jason on the phone here, Shane, with, Sam. She can explain these two change orders, and what they're doing and how they're trying to work. So, Jason, if you want to change order 3 to us, make sure we all understand what that's trying to accomplish.
Okay, I don't have it right here in front of me, so change order 3, was that the one that we are,
So do you
taking away the climbing wall?
Yeah, that's the deduct for the climbing wall.
Okay, so, basically, what has happened to this point, the price of the climbing wall that would be taken away was the addition that would be more than the diving board. So, instead of originally whatever you all took the alternate to take the climbing wall, the full price of the climbing wall wasn't added to the project, just the difference from the diving board and the climbing wall was added, so there wouldn't be a deduct and all that on the front end. So now, if you were going to take away the climbing wall, you would take away that additional price, and then that base bid includes the price of the diving board. So by taking away that additional price, you would be back to your base bid that would include the original diving board that was on there in the first place.
JC, can you maybe explain to the board where we got to the point where we're removing, what happened that we need to remove the climbing wall?
What happened that we need to remove the climbing board or the climbing wall?
Yes.
Well, we don't have to. We certainly don't have to. That was just a choice. When the price for the diving board came in, that was requested because from my understanding, it was asked that we give a price for a diving board to be added with the climbing wall. That price was given, and the price was, I think it was maybe around $35,000, and it was maybe we don't need to do both at this point, so it then became an either or situation. So then we just gave that option to take away the climbing wall, and then it would just be the diving board. So we definitely don't have to take it away. It was just a price being requested from the city to look into that option.
Hey, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, but if we try to add a diving board later, it becomes problematic because of the size of the concrete wall, or the size of the concrete that diving board has to go into, correct?
Correct. There's footers underneath that are very difficult to do after the fact, and it would make the price, you have to be cutting out concrete and adding those footers, and yes, it would be an addition for sure.
So I think that's why this all came up, was
So it's basically cheaper to do the diving board now and the,
Atlantis is going to quote a smaller board that they've done for pools this size. That, may make it more possible for you all to do the climbing wall and a less expensive, more cost-effective diving board. So he's working on that bid that I can get over to you as soon as he gets it to me. And that might be an option for you all as well.
So also, didn't Atlantis say that adding a climbing wall later is not as problematic based off the type of concrete it's poured, is that correct?
That is true. It would be less of an issue to add the climbing wall secondary than it would be to add the diving board.
But it's possible to have both?
Yeah, Austin said it's possible to have both, but he didn't think you could operate both at the same time. So if they're going to have the diving board, have the kids go up the diving board, they got to shut down the climbing wall, or vice versa.
That's correct.
This is just a thought, but why not put them both in and odd days,
part of the problem with that is they're, for some of the crossroads or something on there, he said they actually, they pour those into the concrete. They're buried in the concrete. They're not just bolted on top of it. So,
I think we ought to have both. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Yeah, so I thought.
I thought originally we couldn't have
Yeah,
both.
me too.
according to
We
Austin,
can have both, they just can't both be used at the same time.
Okay. So if the board wants to do both, you would
reject
you would reject change order number 3 and you would approve change order number 4. And by approving change order number 4, you're adding $34,353.95 to the project.
But if they're still getting us a price on a smaller
We
board,
may come back.
maybe we need to wait on that smaller board price and see what we're looking at.
Or we just come back to.
Well, it would be less, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be less.
I'd say get them going on whatever they have to do from a foundation standpoint and anchors and whatnot. And then if the board costs less, the board costs less.
we don't have to approve any detail then.
Later we would.
Yeah, later we would, but there's not gonna be a sense of urgency necessarily to approve the,
Yeah.
so, if the sense of urgency, they actually get this stuff all ordered, lined up before they finish pouring the concrete and all that kind of stuff.
But if it was a smaller board, you would think it might be a different.
He didn't act like he would, it's just, I think it's just something different about the board. Like, I think that board, the quote was cost $8,000 or $9,000, which I know to be true because I just bought my mother-in-law a diving board at my son broke. It cost me $8,000. So, yeah, so that's about the right price for those things. If he gets a different one, it's a little cheaper. It may save us a couple $1,000. I don't think it's gonna be a significant amount of money, but it'll be a little bit.
And we do, I know we're still on change order 3, but we do know that this 34 includes extra concrete, everything. So it's not 34,000 for a diving board.
No. That's everything. That's all the extra stuff that goes with it, the handrails and all that.
Okay.
OSHA, safety things, so.
It's a standard high diving board, not a elevated.
No, it's just gonna be on a probably gonna be a board or whatever it is off the water.
Entertain a motion on change order number 3.
I'd like the motion not to do change order to the right. That's 3.
Motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Glass,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Sucker,
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Number 6, discussion and action to recommend approval of Sept Commercial Builders change order number 4.
Motion to approve change order number 4. Second.
Roll call, please.
Sherman,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Glass,
Yes.
Sucker.
Yes. Number 7, discussion and action to recommend approval of Sprint Turf LLC change order 8.
I don't think I'm going to recommend that the board taking action today, but I do think that it's a good opportunity to kind of bring you up to speed on the hours of calls and dozens of emails that we had with Sprint Turf did not have the impact on the grading of, the original grade of the field was suitable. To put the larger baseball infield on there, the grading of the field had to be additionally worked up, because there's pretty good drop off
The
from the
elevation
field to
is
the
right.
outfield fence on that field. And so,
So you feel like we owe something, maybe?
I feel like we owe something. I don't feel like we agree with the numbers yet. And so we just got this morning, and so we haven't had a chance to look at it. They've had the number for quite some time without any detail, and so all of our questions have kind of been stemming around.
This
Of course,
change
we don't-
order actually should have been sent several months ago.
Should have been sent. You know, we should have known there was going to be a change order with the work was ordered. And so but we're dealing with it now. We have not, paid them for everything that's been agreed to yet, and we sure haven't paid them for this that hasn't been agreed to yet. So they are continuing to work with us. I think they want resolution just as much as we want resolution, but it's not complete. One of the other items I will tell you that, and I think we reported this in previous meetings, but they have requested a change order for the, so our bottom rail on our backstops in the infields, they had requested a change order to relocate that bottom rail and put concrete in there to hook the turf to. And we did not, and they have, I guess, conceded, if you will. We didn't approve bringing that change order to the board because we felt like, and still feel like that was a known condition that they should have accounted for. So that was $40-some thousand that they were seeking, but that we're not willing to agree to. So we'll see how this all shakes out. These numbers may be right, they may not be. So
They're close.
it's probably close.
So we just need a motion to table that for now until we get more information. Motion to table Sprinter LLC change order number 8.
Roll call.
Sherman,
Yes.
Fisher, Anderson,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
And if anybody has any questions on these numbers that are in the Sprinter, and what we've sent, what's there, what's not, just let us know. We can answer those questions. I've tried to lay it out as best I could. Does get a little confusing, but
Was that infield fence rework, that's what you were referencing? Scott?
yeah.
Remarks and inquiries by board members?
Care to vote on that?
Courtney, everything good on the turf, though?
Yeah,
Happy with everything?
Yep, everything's great.
Yeah, I think the product and the workmanship, the outcome has been
Product's outstanding.
Yeah.
They're right, no matter the work. I don't think I had any complaints at all, but nothing to comments on the playing sources and how they play. So,
Everything's working like it should. The drainage system's working like it should.
yeah.
No issues.
Return.
Yeah, we're